All right, guys, so this is the first out of 3 mini projects for our creative portraiture unit. So if you have your selfies that you took of yourself or of other people, you are going to need one of those today. So make sure that you upload that from your phone or wherever you took that to your Google Drive, and then you're going to go into your Google Drive and save that photo to your desktop. So if you need help with that, please let me know. And then eventually you should go into your files and find your photo in your files. So let me see if my photo's in here. Whatever you have, and if you download it to your files, it's most likely going to be in your recent files near the top. So I would always check in your recent files to make sure. So mine is here. So what you're going to do is you are going to go, once you see it that it's in your files, you're going to go into Photopea. And instead of clicking New Project, we're going to click Open from Computer. And then, again, you'll be able to find it in your files. If I go into my recent files, mine should be right. Yep, it's right here. So you're going to click on it, click Open. And there I go. All right, so to start editing this, again, if you have trouble getting this photo up, please let me know and I can help you. Don't just, not do the project because you need help. Always, always ask. To start editing, what we're going to do is we are going to go to our top toolbar up here and we're going to click Layer and then Duplicate Layer. We always want to have a duplicated layer. So we're going to rename this background copy to just copy. If you just double click on the name, there you go. Once we have done that, we are going to go to our layers panel, which is here, and we're going to go to the bottom. This is the little layer panel toolbar, and we're going to click on adjustment layer, which is this one that looks like a half moon. So you're going to click on this. And there's a lot of options, but the first option that we're going to do is we're going to click on black and white. All right. So as you can see, these settings just popped up, and they are the properties, and they go right into this Pro button. So if you click on the Pro button, it will pop in and out. So we don't need these right now, so we can click the Pro button to put them back. We are going to do another adjustment layer. So you're going to click this moon again, and then you are going to click on threshold, which is right here at the bottom. Okay, so this changes it quite a bit. So this menu here, we're going to change the slider to get as much detail as possible without, going over the top. Like this would be going over the top. So I want to get a lot of detail, but I don't want to like make her disappear. So this is going to be different for everybody's photos. So like mine, I think is a good mark is 120, but like for yours, it might be, up higher or down lower. So really just it's up to you where you think a good happy medium is. So once you're done with this and you set it, you can click on this Pro button and it'll put that menu away. And then we're going to go click on our black and white layer because right now we're in our threshold layer. So go click on your black and white layer. And then once you're here, then we can click on the black and whites menu, which we can just go right up to this Pro button and open it this way. So we are going to play around with these settings too, just to see if we can get any more details out of this photo. So again, your photo is going to be different than mine. So like I don't have too many reds in my photos. As you can see, the only thing that really changes is like her face. So do I have any yellows? I don't have any yellows in my photo. Or really any greens. So it's important that you play around with these to really know like how yours is going to go. So like this one has a lot of blues. So obviously like if your photo was taken in the sun, you might have more like yellows. So just play around with these until you find, again, a happy medium. And then once you are done, you can just click that Pro button and put that menu away. So the next thing that we want to do is go to the top layer in your layers panel, which is your threshold layer. So make sure that's selected. And then we are going to go to the top toolbar up here and click Layer, New Layer. So now we have an additional layer here at the top. Okay, so then we're in our new layer, we're going to click on Edit and then Fill. So what we're going to do here is you're going to choose the color that you would like from your color box that's towards the bottom of your toolbar. Mine, for some reason, is up here. I don't know why, but yours is probably down here. So if you click on this top color, this will choose the color that you like. The color that you choose really won't matter at this point because we're going to change these again later on. So it really does not matter what color you pick here, just as long as you pick a color. Try not to pick black or white, just pick one of these colors. Any of them are fine. So I have blue. I'm gonna click OK. And then once I'm here, I have my color. I will click OK, and this turns blue. Don't panic. All right. Once I have this, I'm going to go over here to my layers panel and see this right here. It says normal. We're going to click on that, and we want to find where it says subtract. So subtract is down here at the bottom. Subtract. So click on this, and then look at this. It changes the color. See, I told you it wouldn't matter. Once you have this, we're going to click on, we're going to rename this layer 1. So we're going to double click there, and we're just going to call this color. There you go. All right, so your color layer should be selected. So we need to merge these layers. So what we're going to do is hold down the control key on your keyboard, hold it down, and then click on the color. We have the color layer selected. We're going to click on threshold. We're going to click on black and white, and we're going to click on copy. So you should have these 4 layers selected in this dark color. Again, to select them all, you would hold down the control key and click on them. And then once you have all of them selected, you can click Control E as an egg to merge them all. So now they're all one layer. So they're all together. So that way we don't have to keep going back and forth to layers. All right. So then we're going to leave this how it is. Pay attention to this part. It gets a little confusing. We're going to go up here and click on File and click New. Okay. We're going to open a new document. So we're going to go down here to our pre-made, prints. We're going to click on Print, and you're going to click on A4. You can name this Warhol and then your name. So I'll name it Warhol and then my name because this is the Warhol. You don't need to fix any of these because they're already pre-made. As long as you have A4 selected, you can click Create. And here we go. Okay. Now we are going to click on the Move tool. And then we're going to go back to our first tab. So our tabs are up here. So if this ever happens to you and you're like, oh my God, I lost the project, you probably didn't lose it. It's probably here. So we're going to go back to our first tab. My first tab is called Lady. And then we are going to click on this photo and drag it into the second tab that we just created. See, look, underneath is my real photo. So I'm going to click this. I have it. I'm going to drag it to where it says Warhol Barati. And look, here it is. Boom. All right. We are going to check off the Transform Controls button, which is right here at the top. Check that off. And we are going to make this bigger, we're going to hold down the Shift key. And then we are going to drag from the bottom right corner of the image to make, make it look a little bit better. So here we go. A little bit bigger. Holding down Shift. All right. So I like how this looks. I'm going to click the check mark. And then I'm going to click on my transform controls to turn that off. So here we go. All right. So what we're supposed to be doing here, we're going to make like a bunch of these same images, but to look like an Andy Warhol photo. This page is a little bit too long. So I think what we should do is we're going to go back into File, click on New, and all of these settings should stay the same, but we want to make this look a little bit more like a landscape photo. So go to Screen and click on Full HD. Okay, that works better. And then just click Create. Okay, here we go. Perfect. So once we have this one, we're going to go back to our original. Mine is Lady, our original layer. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to click and drag it into our new. Yep, that works. into our new landscape one. So this is perfect. So then, of course, I'm going to go up to transform controls, check this box off, and I'm going to, we want to make this, we want to put 4 of these side by side in this picture. So what I want to do, I want to make it a good size where I'll be able to fit 4 of these in this, this photo. So once you have the size that you want, you just click this check mark up here. And then we're going to uncheck transform controls, take those boxes away, and then you'll be able to move it as you please. Okay, so once you have this one, we're going to place this here in the upper left corner. Once you have that placed, we are going to go to layer at the top, click duplicate layer, and then look, there's 2. And then we're going to move this one to the right corner. So we're kind of making like a little square. And then again, layer, duplicate layer. Oh, here it is. It should be behind one of them. Drag this one down here. And then you guessed it, layer, duplicate layer. Yep, here it is. So we want to make it like a window of 4 images. You can make them as far apart as you want or close together. I like mine like this. I don't know why, like a window pane. All right. So now for the fun part, we're going to adjust the color of each image. So make sure that you're in the correct layer. So if you can kind of tell, like I can tell that this one is the one in the corner. But if you need to use the eyeball to see, okay, I'm working with this one, then use the eyeballs to make sure that you're working with the right ones. So then when you're on each of these layers, so if I wanted to be on this top corner one, I'm going to click on image at the top here, adjustments, hue saturation, which is right here. And I'm gonna move this over. You can play around with different color schemes. See, look, changes colors. This hue changes like to a bunch of different colors. So what I'm going to do is choose a color that I like. Okay, I like this one. And then once you pick the color that you like, you don't have to mess with the saturation at all or the lightness. Just make sure that you are just using the hue because this will kind of mess it up a little bit. So once you have the color that you like or the hue that you like, you can click OK. And then you're going to just do this to every single one of your photos. So, okay, this one is the one at the bottom. I'm going to click on this, image, adjustments, hue saturation. Maybe I'll make this one like, okay, I like that green. And then my last one, I'm going to keep one of these yellow. So maybe I'll make this one blue. So image, adjustments, hue saturation, or like a teal. Is there a nice teal? Okay, that looks good. And I like this yellow. So then when you're finished, you're going to just adjust the colors as you like them. Again, you can make them any colors you want. If you wanted to make all 3 the same color and then one pop out with a different color, it's up to you. So once you have this all set up, you can click File, Save, or Export as JPG. And then it zooms in for some unknown reason. And then you can click Save. And then it should save right here in your files. Yours, you would have to click on the Download Manager. I don't know why mine doesn't do that anymore. Click Download Manager and make sure that you drag it into your photography folder. And then you are good to go. So here, let's see, Show in Folder. I have, where am I? Oh, I'm right here. And then I would just drag it in here. So I know it's in the right place. Again, if you lose it, it's probably in your recent folder as well. Everything you use is always in your recent folder. It's just a matter of finding where. So if you have any questions, please ask me. And I can't wait to see what yours look like.